And at the airport in Garissa, the military said we could not go through to go and hold a political meeting in Garissa. And when one of the people in Garissa offered a combi which found its way into the military, into the airport, some of us, whom I shall not mention, refused to enter that pickup. But Martin Shikuku was always very loud, sat at the back of the, of the combi. And Jaramogi, of all the people who sat on the front, and he ordered the driver to drive through the gate and the barrier that the military had put there. And we managed to pass through and get to Garissa town and held a meeting. And I remember Abuya crying that, oh, I've been hit by a stone. Damu inatoka kwa mkono yangu. And Jaramogi said, unataka itoke maji. We ended up having a very successful meeting on that day. The second thing, if you read the book between what Nkrumah says and what Jaramogi says, is that on issues of principles, we should be steadfast. We should steadfast. And he cries in that book that the independence government was taken over by people who did not believe in the struggle. And today in Kenya, and I'm sorry, my friend Korea is here, and you're my very good friend. If you look at Kenya today, part of the problem that we have today is that those who are in power were never part of the struggle. And in this, we face a lot of challenges, and we must rededicate the struggle in Kenya to make sure that the progressive movement attains what Jaramogi desired of us, and is never too late. And I thank Raila Amolo Odinga being steadfast in keeping this flame of freedom burning all the time. And I know it can be done. The other thing that I remember about Jaramogi, and this is the last point, I think we are tired and late. There's a time when, through Job Omino, he had organized for a meeting in London between him and Tiny Rowland to ask for funds for the campaign. And Tiny Rowland used to run a hotel in London with Mohammed Gaddafi. As soon as we got to that hotel, Jaramogi, instead of just asking for a contribution, he went straight and told Tiny Rowland that you people have exploited Africa and you have nothing to show. And the worst is that Mozambique, Rhodesia, what is Zimbabwe now, and Zambia could have become independent countries if Londro, East Africa, had not engaged with the reactionary forces, particularly in Mozambique. Now, when Tiny Rowland walked out, and I was trying to whisper to him, Jaduong, Koroki wacha motango ayudu pasa nenade. To owacha na to ko tamre okowe nyakwanyi said. So when Tiny Rowland came back, he told him, I know you're Moi's friend. I will not stop you from giving him a contribution. But you must also give us a contribution because you know we are the ones who stand for the truth. And a testimony to that, when Jaramogi died, Tiny Rowland was here, to say bye-bye to Jaramogi Odinga. So this is a life that is very difficult to replicate, but I think the legacy lives, and Kenya is in the right trajectory.